Hello class! As you know, this is Meme History 101. I am your professor, Dr. Smile. I'm here to teach you everything you need to know about internet culture. Today's class will be part of a series of lectures entitled Generation Alpha Slang. Are you tired of having no idea what your kid is saying? Or maybe you feel left behind at the ripe old age of 26 because everyone online is laughing at jokes you don't understand? Maybe you're just too employed to keep up with the times and you need a little help. Regardless of your reason for attending this class, when you leave today, you may not be any smarter. Actually, I can guarantee you won't be any smarter, but you will understand the younger generation on a level your brain was too developed to understand before. Six, seven. I know you've all heard this. Your lesson today is understanding what is 6-7. What does it mean? Where did it come from? And why does everyone but you seem to know it? For this lesson, we must go far back in history, all the way back to the ancient year of 2024, when a true visionary and poet by the name of Skrilla released his illustrious hit song, Doot Doot. In this song, Skrilla of course says the famous line,
6-7, I just bit right on the highway.
Indeed, he says, 6-7, I just bipped right on a highway. So at this point you may be asking, what does bipped right on a highway even mean? Well, bipping on the highway is a simple way of saying you've made a fast and dangerous maneuver while driving, likely to avoid the ops. If you don't know what the ops are, be sure to attend class in the future for the answer. Okay, so I understand what bipping on the highway is, but what does 6-7 have to do with that? Nothing. That's the beauty of it. The context is zero context. This meme, at its inception, was built upon randomness, and this randomness may in fact give us some insight into the way it is used among the youth. Amazingly, you can say 6-7 completely out of the blue, and you're sure to get a giggle out of someone below the age of 18.
Hey, what number comes after 5?
It's as if Skrilla's own unpredictability mixed with the rhythmic nature of the music has forced the younger generation into viewing this with a comedic lens even without any added comedic context. What's even more astounding is that the majority of people, even people who regularly say 6-7, are unaware of its origins. They'll say, it's a meme, or it's just something people say, which, while not incorrect, speaks to the irony of the meme itself. It was said in a song without context.
6-7, I just bit right on the highway.
People say it without context.
How they're getting their tight end and they're with more reps still seem really characteristic with the running game, but definitely seeing a lot more.
And the people saying it don't understand the context under which the meme was created in the first place.
So 6-7 is like a meme, like where this kid was basically like at a football game or something, and then when the camera went to him, he said 6-7. So it's going on like viral, and then whenever it's like someone's birthday, they'll go 6-7, and this is how it goes 6-7 because 6 and then 7, and then they use Marco Polo, right? And then 6, 7.
So I say again, the context is zero context. That's the point. But how did it become so popular? I mean, surely people say random things in a catchy way all the time. Why did this in particular gain notoriety? The answer is TikTok. If you aren't aware, which you may not be because you're attending this class, TikTok is the choice social media platform for young Gen Z and Gen Alpha individuals. And one of the aspects of TikTok that has become increasingly popular is what the kids are calling edits. You might be saying, well, editing what, a paper? No, old man. Edits in this context refer to videos typically set to music, which are a compilation of cool looking or impactful moments from the chosen individual's life or story. I can already tell I'm losing some of the older students here, so I will provide examples. This is what would be referred to as a LeBron James edit.
What I look like getting on the screen for 30 minutes?
You're LeBron James! You can do whatever you want!
2, 2, 3, she a baddie.
That's too easy!
Let me take her to the back, she wanna look at me.
And this is what will be referred to as a Barack Obama edit.
I have to know, what is it like to be the last black president?
Seriously? What's it like for this to be the last time you ever talked to a president?
Now you should have a grasp on the concept of what an edit is. And trust me, this is critical knowledge for understanding the popularization of the 6-7 meme. I say meme now because this is where it reaches meme status. We saw in the video of LeBron James that basketball players are often the subjects for which edits are created. Show of hands, How many in the class have heard of the basketball player LaMelo Ball? Whether you have or haven't, there's only one thing about him that is relevant to our discussion today. His height. LaMelo Ball is 6'7".
I just bit right on the highway.
There are many edits of LaMelo Ball using the Doot Doot song for no other reason than the fact that he happens to be 6 foot 7 inches tall. Collectively, these videos have been viewed likely billions of times, and then the initial edits prompt more people to make edits and even more people see them. When you think of it in that context, of course every kid is saying it. They've seen the videos hundreds of times and it's catchy. Even me, just putting together this class to teach you guys, I've heard the edits so much I'm going 6'7", 6'7", without even thinking about it.
Leave me alone!
My astute observers in the class may be asking, if this meme originated from TikTok edits, how come the kids don't seem to know where it came from? This has to do with the nature of memes in general. The internet is a big place. The 6'7" meme grew in one relatively small corner of the internet, causing kids to say 6'7" for reasons unbeknownst to the other kids whose algorithms never showed them anything to do with the original meme. Of course, kids parrot each other, leaving us with an ever-growing subset of kids who say 6'7" without knowing the meaning or lack thereof of the phrase. Which is why if you ask a young person to explain 6'7" to you, you might get an answer that sounds a lot like this.
I don't know, I just got here.
So that brings up the next point. When should you use 6'7"? Honestly, probably never. I think every time you say it, your IQ drops 6 or 7 points. That's the curse. I've forgotten how to do basic tasks over the course of teaching this lesson. But if you still want to say it, as we've discussed throughout the course of this class, you can use it in literally any context. You can blurt it out randomly.
6'7".
Or you can set someone up so you can say it, sort of like a Ligma joke. At your next Microsoft Teams meeting for your big important project at your job, you can say, "Oh yes, and what's the deadline for the super serious project we're working on?" "About 6-7 weeks, Tim. 6-7. Yeah, it doesn't hit the same when you're a full-grown adult, but now you know why the kids keep saying 6'7". And knowledge is power. Don't you feel more powerful? Also, if you want bonus points on the test, I'm pretty sure Kate Beckers is the one who popularized the little hand motion they do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here for 5 years, but it's felt more like 6, 7. But
so remember that. Alright, that's all, class. Let me know what I should cover in the next lesson, and subscribe so you don't miss a class. Keep your smile.